People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Seven on Twitter and YouTube, People of elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located Purple Butterfly soaps.myshopify.com, my blog Purple Butterfly people.blogspot.com. And today I'm working on the third of a triple custom order soap. This one is Laura's Opium Den. There was complications finding the fragrance because it had to be exact from her memory, and then there was the issue of finding it in fragrance oil form. I found two contenders: Nature's Garden Opium Fields and Nature's Oil Beautiful, our version of women's opium, or opium women's fragrance oil. This one is the exact scent. She says it gives off the scent and is stronger than this. I sent her a sample of both, but this one had no test notes, no reviews, anything. So I did a Google search and found one review for that scent. And when I went to click it, it had been removed. So I looked at the name of the review that was on the Google search engine, even though it was removed from the actual website, got that name, contacted that person, found them on LinkedIn, and they had a Facebook link. I clicked the link. It led me to Nellie's Wicks and Bricks. Contacted that owner directly and asked her, what does this scent do? Because the only way you would remove a review is if it was an unfavorable review and your company is shady. So she gave me an honest answer. It writes badly, it seized, it just did all these things that compromised her soap. So I am not going to use that particular scent for the soap. I'm going to use the Opium Fields, which Laura says is close, but not exact like this. So what I did with the dupe, I put it in this injector, and I'm going to squeeze it into the finished swirl. And I'm also going to take the colors, which is spicy red or spicy tomato, King Tut, and Sparkle Sunshine. I'm going to put those colors directly in the mica and do a mica swirl on top. I also have a cup, or a scoop rather, each in the color bowl, so that way this is going to be a two-color swirl, and the mica swirl is going to go on top, and then the glitter is going to go on top of that. But the mica swirl is going to be made with the fragrance oil instead of a regular carrier oil from batch. I figured that way the color can't rise because the swirl will be finished. It can't accelerate because the swirl will be finished. If it leaves a fragrance pocket, that's fine because the soap will absorb the oil from the fragrance oil, giving it a stronger retention at the end. So basically, this soap is going to have two scents that are similar but with different properties. So, well, look at the soaping technicality video I did a while back when I was working with a scent that I knew would seize. This is the reverse of that. Instead of putting the scent in first and then blending it and hoping that it absorbs, or hoping for the best and hoping it doesn't seize in the process when I knew it was going to seize, this is going to coat the finished soap on the top, so whatever shenanigans it wants to do, it can't. and it certainly can't do on the top. This is going to be blocks, so I got out my separators, and it's going to be in 18 bar slab mode. So I checked the measurements of my ingredients. So basically it's going to be a slab about this big or this big, depending on the mass of it all. Because I have 48 ounces of oils in here, and then I'm putting the lye water on top of it, so it's going to be 64 ounces minimum. It might be a little bit more, a little bit less, but basically it's a 5-pound batch. So yeah, so let's get this started, because this scent is going to my head, literally. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, and the results of this says that it doesn't discolor, the scent retention is strong, no issues, so forth and so on. This is actually made for soaping. And when I tried to set up the camera over here, that just wasn't working because, well, you wouldn't be able to see everything I'm doing. So, yeah. And then when it's time to pour the swirl, you'll be able to see everything I'm doing. So hopefully this camera angle will be what I need to do. There we go. This is soy short, lard, and olive oil. It's been sitting a couple of days, so it's a little cloudy, but the lye water will heat it back up so that way it becomes a melted trace. And the oil is in there, so I have to blend that in there now. And then we add it to the colors. So, here we go. This is my 8-quart professional style mixing bowl. And this is my first time using it. I need my... The strainer still fits, so I'm good. That does accelerate slightly. Okay, having emulsification. since it wants to act up, we're just going to do this very quickly. That's the red. That's the gold. Well, you know, it's going to be extra. So, since there's going to be extra, let's drop a little more red in there. And drop the color. Shade of the red. We're trying to duplicate the bottle that the perfume this is from looks like, so we'll just go ahead and add that. And then we'll work on the other colors. Real neat for scraping. Then I'm just going to tilt it. Scrape the rest on in there. There might be a slight acceleration, but it's not thickening up to the point where it's compromising the soap. So that's good. The rest will scrape out for the top. Go ahead and smooth this out. That way it gets the whole bottom. I knew that was going to be extra. Okay, put this over here. And I meant to turn you over here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now let's go for the other two colors. Okay. Now let's put the red in there. Pour the red first and then pour the gold on top. Because of density, you'll make it sink and that'll help the swirl. Okay, now just going to pour this in a random fashion all through it. Then we're going to pour the gold. Wow. I really like this gold. Now I'm going to find a different spatula or two. Going to scrape the red in. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, that was going a little too perfect. There we go. At least it didn't knock over anything or splash me. But since this is a soap with a scent that I knew was going to be some complications, I'm prepared. I still got on my shield. Well, some of that red didn't quite mix in. So it's going to pop on the top like part of the mica swirl. Okay, now let's put the gold with it. And the containers that came with my racks, each one of them holds more than the amount that I basically use for my base soaps. So if nothing else, I'll just mix up a bunch of soap preps, well, the oil preps rather, and seal it up. So that way the only thing I have to do is what I did today, was take the oil that's already prepped and put it with the live water. And since it's a recipe I use all the time, I know exactly how much to mix up and just go, you know. Oh, that's on the outside. No wonder it's not sprayed. Man, this stuff smells amazing. It's kind of hard to describe this scent unless you know what opium smell like. But it's almost got like a cinnamon and a sweetness. So we're going to go in with a swirl this way, then a swirl that way, then a swirl this way, and a swirl that way. Maybe something through the middle. Wow. Okay. I ain't mad at that. It's a blend of the same three colors, so yeah. Now, in the meantime, let's get the mica swirl together. And this soap scent, well, this scent rather, will not go to waste because I'm going to also use it in shower gel, and then the rest is going to be a perfume oil for her. I already did my research on how much I need to do that. So, yeah. Oh, I need a clean skewer. So I'll grab two just to be sure. Yeah. A little more. Wow, I'm glad she chose dark colors based on the bottle because this would have discolored the white soap if it was used. The Opium Fields, it basically has no discoloration. Your soap will be white unless you add colorants, which I did. This is just the fragrance oil and mica. It's going to be a mica swirl. Man, I didn't put enough in here. Hey Laura, this is your custom ordered soap. And it's coming out beautifully if you ask me. Now we'll give the micros time to settle and set up with the oil. Oh yeah, that's the red. We don't want the red to compromise the gold, so we'll use a separate skewer. That's the one with the glitter. That's the one with the mica. Now we're going to take this and just kind of inject. Well, actually, I was going to inject it after I put the separators in, but I forgot. So, yeah, we're just going to do it this way now. Didn't quite use enough of that, but anyway, since the fragrance oil is all through here, it'll still work out. Wow, that looks amazing. I'm going to add some more since there's more mica on the bottom. That way we could get it all in there. And I expect the holes that I made from the injection will absorb the oils. Oh, let's do the red first. Well, the soap will absorb the oil. So even if it makes a pocket, that's fine because she wants to scent all through everything. Let's pour some more. I have plenty. So that way we get all these colors in there. Every last bit of it. It's been a while since I did a mica drizzle or a mica swirl, but hey, old fun revisited. And I swear mica swirls look just like glitter when you put it on top of stuff. Okay, let's get the last of this. Oh, I didn't put this on here at all. Hold on. Oh, well, yeah. Can't have that. We'll put that in a color cup so that way it doesn't get everywhere. Now, let's go with the gold mica. And since those are going sideways, we'll go laterally with these, or in a loop-de-loop. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's add more color to that cup to get the rest of it out of there. The more I do this, the more it imbibes the scent that was problematic through the middle of the works. It's clumping on the top. But that's okay, the soap is already made, so I can't ruin it. And then we'll just make a couple of designs through the middle. It looks like gold leaf. It really does. And now for the glitter. It's called Sunshine, Sparkle Sunshine. Oh, that's pretty. I think this is the first time I've ever used a gold glitter. I use almost every other color though. It looks like gold rain falling from the sky. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Except for the design is mostly linear now, so we'll do a couple of loops. No, we won't. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. So that should do it. Took away the glitter, so we're going to add more. Actually, this is a sample pack, and it's a generous sample pack, so I'll just go ahead and use as much as I feel fit. Maybe the whole thing. Well, not quite the whole thing, but yeah. Oh, can't put the gloves. Okay. Forgot. Gotta do this part. Line up the handle. Slide it back. Drop it in. Now they look like gold biscuits. Let me top up all the liquid stuff. That way when I slam it, I don't have to worry about it jarring off the table. And since that one's actually made of glass, we'll just go ahead and put it way over there. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Well, actually, instead of putting it here, I'll put it on these cute little yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, slabs generally don't have an overflow. But I don't want to ruin the design by doing anything else, so we'll just put it in this mini overflow. is she's going to use some of these as a sachet, you know, for like scenting a dresser drawer. So this will give her what to do that with. Okay. And then all that I couldn't scrape before, I'm going to try to scrape it into this little Nellie. Sometimes you have to wait till it sets up a little before you can scrape it, otherwise it just won't get onto the spatula. Especially at the spout. And then when I'm done with this, my hair is completely blonde at the moment because it's time to do the color. So that's going to be my next course of action for this day. Especially since it's got to be done before church tomorrow. I'm not going to church with my hair looking like this. It's got to be back to its normal pink. Quite frankly, I let the roots grow too long. I looked up, it was over an inch. And yeah, that was problematic because it took a whole lot more of the roots to get the roots light. Did I get this right? Okay. I'm going to take this shield off now. It's starting to sweat. And everything is in the mold safely, and none of it is on me, so yeah. I should do it. There we go. And it's time to slam that. So let me move all this out the way. Okay, hold on. Thought I got everything. Apparently I didn't. Okay. Put that shield down. I really shammed that, yeah. Okay, and some of the injection points are starting to buckle and warp the soap on top, so it's looking kind of like crepes, which is kind of fun. Let me take off these gloves so I can handle the camera and show you what I got. Whew. That was fun, actually. There we go. That looks like a Christmas wish, don't it? Laura, your soap is done. Yeah. This has been People of the Purple Butterfly. People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube. People are elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, PurpleButterfly-people.blogspot.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye now. There is glitter on here, but mainly that gold is the mica. Yeah. That is Laura's Opium Den. Isn't it pretty?